My name is Abdirahman Muhammad, and I am a software engineer. Long ago, before I ever wrote a single line of code, I was running a youth center with over 60 kids, powered by chaos and spreadsheets. Every task was manual, and every system held together by willpower. But it was that experience that forced me to think like an engineer long before I became one. As a software engineer today, with a degree in computer science, I turn real-world problems into systems that run smoothly. When I launched Al Bayan Institute, I was the only teacher, managing grades, enrollment, and communication by hand. So I built platforms that automated everything end to end. The change, well, it was immediate. Operations streamlined. Students stayed on track, and parents were more connected than ever. That's when I realized this isn't just what I'm good at, it's what I'm built for. I build tools that make people sharper, faster, and more effective. Whether it's education, business, or tech, I find the friction, design the fix, and ship with precision. And on that note, I would like to introduce you all to llmQuest. llmQuest, the name, means knowledge, and quest, adventure. So it's an adventure to seek knowledge. The tech stack that I used is EJS, CSS, and JavaScript for my front end, Node.js and Express for my back end, Passport for authentication, and MongoDB for my database. Now for a demo. Why don't we log in as Ronald McDonald? Ronald McDonald is currently teaching 4 students with 1 active class. Let us manage attendance really quickly. So for the cooking class, Kai on, let's say, the 11th was present. And Ella, or let's say Ella, on the 11th was absent. Or let's say excused. This is December 11th, so let's go to December. We will see here only Ella was excused on the 11th and everyone else was present. Good. Now for missions. This is the best part of this app, and it's what makes it unique. Teachers can create specific missions. For example, let's say Ronald McDonald sees an issue with his students treating each other in a very mean way. Students say bad words to each other, they don't like each other, etc., etc. Well, Ronald McDonald created a mission called Act of Kindness. Make a student smile today. This is characters and morals. This is a solo mission. Let's say the difficulty is F rank. F rank being the easiest. And let's say you make someone smile, you get 50 points. It's a daily mission, and let's say the due date is the 15th. We created this mission. Perfect. We see it come up here now, Act of Kindness. Let us log out and log back in as Kai. Perfect. Now this is the profile page of the student where they'll be able to edit their profiles. For example, forgot password, things of that good stuff. Grades. Kai is an espionage class, ancient Egyptian history, personal development, arithmetic, and cooking class. Missions. Kai is currently F rank with a total of 250 points. This is where students can now pick up missions. So Act of Kindness is an F rank mission. Kai wants to take on this mission. Kai now is working on his missions. He made someone smile. Boom. Now you'll see here Kai has 300 points. Great. Let's take a look at the code. This here is my mission schema. And for the non-technical folks, a schema is just the skeleton or the structure in which data is stored in the database. And so I take in a title with a description, and then the type of the mission, the category, the ranking, the points, time limit, due date, assigned to, which is a special feature I'm going to implement, which is to assign specific missions to specific students. And then who created the mission. And then the most difficult challenge I faced, which was how to track which student completed what mission and be then able to assign the respective points to that student. And so in this active status, this status here is referring to upon creation of the mission by the teacher, the mission is active, meaning it's visible to the students. If this is changed to false, the mission is no longer visible to any student. Now this here is what keeps track of the student. So it's an array that stores this entire object, which is just the name of the student, their ID to make sure that there's no duplicates, the attempt number, which tracks how many times the student repeats a mission, and then the status. This status is different than this status. This status is, did the student start a mission or did the student complete a mission? And when they started and when they completed. Now, we can look here in terms of the mission creation, but the interesting thing here was I update the status to started, whereas when they complete it, I change the status to complete. Now, I have a working prototype now, but the plan is to then complete all basic features and enhanced user interface. Then eventually have users and active users using the application and continue to grow until it's public for all institutions. Thank you for taking the time to watch my demo. I appreciate it. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you.